I'll tell you what, they got the sound system turned up to 11 here inside Coleman. We are underway. And it'll be the Wildcats in visiting blue with the first possession. Both of these teams deep have used a lot of players, but both of them have dealt with a lot of injuries. Colin Chandler, that's his 25th made three of the season. He leads Kentucky in that category. Generally, as a team, Alabama shoots many more threes and makes them at a higher rate than the Wildcats do. Strong drive and a finish for a very impressive-looking freshman, Philon. Puts the brakes on, finds Allen. Here's a three, and it goes.
Allen was a little late getting there, but
what a dynamic combination in the backcourt with Philon and Holloway as Aden Holloway lays it in.
No question. And with Jaland Lowe healthy now, turnover for Alabama.
Oweh the foul and count the basket.
And that's exactly the kind of turnover that Nate Oates was talking to his team yesterday. One thing to throw the ball out of bounds, but that's just a weak pass that was made out of bounds to Labaron Philon. And Kentucky's offense runs better with Lowe on the floor. He's been out with that shoulder. Good screen.
Houston Millett hits for three.
So many shooters that can spread out this Kentucky defense, especially against these two bigs. They have to guard out on the perimeter, communicate, and it's really tough for them to switch.
At any point, Alabama can go off for 15 or more threes. Shot clock never reset. Inside 10. Holloway. Count it.
That's just beautiful action. You come out of the game where you don't take an open shot. If you pass up an open shot, you're coming out.
Jaland Lowe, again, he's a lefty. It's that right shoulder he's got wrapped up. It's something he'll have to deal with all season long. A beautiful find into Jaden Quaintance.
And in traffic. Boy, Jaden Quaintance is huge.
Projected as a lottery pick. He went over to help, got up in the air, and Millett with good patience to lay it in.
And perhaps it is, but this is still a legit lead.
Mo Diabate, again, will get booed every time he touches the ball. Transferred from Alabama. Was a huge part of this program the last 2 years.
Got to bring that double quicker. He's going to try to get back to that left hand at every opportunity.
And at this end of the floor, he is a sensational defender. He's on Amari Allen right now. Cam Williams switches on to Allen. Reitzel with a shot fake, a drive, and a floater. That was beautiful. And Reitzel not putting up quite the numbers that Philon and Holloway are. Not shooting it great, but he could be a very potent offensive player as well. Boy, having Jaland Lowe out there just changes their look at the offensive end.
Well, it gives you a legit handler passer.
Bristow the kick. Reitzel's open. Buries it. One year at Auburn.
Jets. He can get by you.
Like that. Somehow found Sherrill. Millett for three. Got another one. And Alabama's got a double-digit lead. The lob. Sherrill. It goes and one.
Alabama runs a lot of this action. A middle pick and roll. The middle for Aden Sherrill. You help off what Jaden Quaintance did on the drive. And that opens up the lob.
And able to find open shots. They said ours is just a bit more stagnant standing around. Try and get that pace up.
Lowe using a ball screen and knocks down a much-needed three for the Wild. London Jemison knocks down a three. The sixth of the game for the tie.
That's it.
Holloway steps behind the screen and hits a three. 7 for 17, the tie.
Now watch Chandler here. He just gets caught right underneath that screen by Reitzel. And that's way too much. Kentucky just getting out fought. That was fight.
And remember Chris's report earlier, what Mark Pope wanted for his New Year's resolution was more grit from his team. More than capable. The handoff, Williamson finds Millett. Houston Millett, the grad student, 3 big years at Pepperdine, almost 1,300 points there. And what a great piece off the bench he is for Alabama.
Well, Alabama had burned Kentucky off those fade screens, but Millett was the fade screener and then came off a handoff for that three. Really well executed.
Aberdeen with a nice shot fake, step in, and a chance for three.
It was a flyby, and then Houston Millette had to turn around. By the time he turned around,
shot clock turned off. 8 seconds remain. Holloway hoist and hits. Holloway with his third 3.5. Chandler stays in front of Philon. And the wing three will go for Amari Allen.
Allen, there was no dip in that shot.
Inside of Marino. Got a size advantage on Allen, and he pays it off.
Well, you just kind of sell out trying to get that steal.
10-point lead for Alabama. Conference opener for Kentucky and for Alabama as Holloway hits another three. Holloway. Again. What an afternoon for Aden Holloway. Obviously, they hope Sherelle is okay, but they may have found something today in Williamson. Philon with the pick and the lay-in.
Fighting Kentucky in this game. Leading scorer, Labaron Philon, 23 a game.
Oweh can't get into the paint. Cam Williams back in there for Kentucky. Maybe he can give him some three-point shooting as Lowe drives and lays it in. 10 to shoot. Philon.
Got the switch.
Reitzel for three. And Chandler the rebound. Clayton's inside with a mismatch. Will go to the line with a chance for three. Drifting down the stretch. Going into the big guy. They've got it down to 13 with 7:10 to go.
These guys to be aggressive, going after the basketball, going up on the boards. And Lowe very positive with his teammates in that timeout, saying, we need 3 stops, 3 buckets, and we're back in this.
It was a big possession for Alabama, Dan.
Philon behind the back. Up and in. Oweh slip, and Philon lays it in. This exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by K, the official partner of couples who love the game. Really the only true point guard they have on the roster.
Agreed.
Deep one for Holloway. I mean, deep one for Aden Holloway, but he didn't feel that way.
That's right by Montgomery.
I mean, heels on the logo. As they could walk out the final few seconds, 15 made threes, and winning the hustle plays all afternoon long. Nate Oates and company.